Hello, good morning friends. Welcome to my channel Visionary Vibes. Okay, so let's keep learning and keep growing. So today we are going to start with a new lesson of chemistry. Okay, that is chemical reactions and equation. So students, do you know what is chemical reaction? Okay, a chemical reaction is a reaction in which the new substance is formed from the old one. Okay, that means what? If from a substance, okay, if new substance is formed, we can say that chemical reaction had taken place. Means from a old substance, if new substance is formed, we can say that chemical reaction had taken place. Now, in today's lecture, we will see, okay, what is reversible and irreversible changes, okay, how to balance the reaction, how to balance the equation, okay. Third, types of reaction, corrosion and rancidity. So this part, okay, this topic in this lesson we are going to cover in this lesson. Okay, now substance giving rise to new substance, that we can say that chemical reaction had taken place. In everyday life we see n number of chemical reactions that are taking place, okay, but how much we do observe? We don't observe it. So which are the types of chemical reaction? Okay, now before proceeding towards it, I'll just tell you which reaction do we see daily. Fermentation, okay, then milk converting into curd, or we can say yogurt, then water freezing to ice, water after boiling evaporating to steam. Okay, so these are all changes, all reactions that are taking place. Now in this also there are some reactions, okay. A plus B, see if I write A plus B are the reactants, okay. The whatever is written on the left hand side, okay, they are called as what? They are called as reactants. Whatever is written on the right hand side, okay, so they are called as what? They are called as products, okay. And when A and B react to give the product C and D, when A and B react to give C and D, okay, is it necessary that C and D again will give our A plus B? It is not necessary. Okay. Example, I'll just tell you. If I take water in liquid state, if I take water in the liquid state, okay, if I freeze it, what did I did? I had freeze it. So here water will turn to what? It will turn to solid state. Water will turn to what? Solid state. Again if I heat it, what will happen? It will turn to liquid state. Are you understanding? Water when freeze, it turned to solid, it became ice. Ice when got heat, when heated, again it turned to liquid. So this type of reaction, okay, it is called as what? This is called as reversible reaction. Reversible means what? In this reaction, reactant gives product, and with a simple process again that products can give the reactant back again, okay. So this type of reaction, it is called as reversible reaction. Now second type, irreversible reaction. Now what is irreversible reaction? The reaction, after the reaction had taken place, after the reaction takes place, once the products are formed, they will not again do any process, they will again not form the reactants again. That is called as irreversible reaction, okay. Example I would like to give about milk, okay. Milk, okay, milk on fermentation gives what? It gives curd, okay. That means what? Milk contains one glucose called as what? Lactose. Okay, lactose converting into lactic acid. Lactose converting into lactic acid. Will this curd again become milk anytime? It will not. It will never become. So this type of reaction, it is called as what? Irreversible reaction. Okay, so this is called as what? Irreversible reaction. Hope so you understood between the reversible and irreversible reaction. Okay, now moving to the other part of the lesson, how to form the equations, how to write the equation. So as I told you, in the chemical reaction, new substance takes place. Formation of new substance takes place. Now, see, I told you that first reaction A plus B giving rise to C plus D. So, how much matter, how many atoms are reacting in the reactants, that much only we should get in the products. Then only the reaction is balanced. Actually, it is what? It is the law of conservation of matter. According to it, whatever you are giving, you should get it back. Okay, so how many atoms, okay, how many molecules are reacting in the reactant, that much only we should get it back. If we are not getting that much back, that means our reaction is not balanced. Okay, or that reaction may not happen. Simple example, I'll just tell you. Magnesium, okay, plus oxygen gives us what? Magnesium oxide. Okay, now if you know the symbol of magnesium, what symbol of magnesium? It is Mg. Okay, oxygen O2 giving magnesium oxide. Now if we see in this, if we see in the reactant side, here how many? One magnesium is there. Okay, here one magnesium. Okay, but here how many oxygens are there? There are two oxygen. Here one oxygen. So is the reaction balanced? No, it is not balanced. Now if you write like this reaction, it is totally wrong. So what to do? First of all, we have to balance the equation. How many molecules are reacted in the reactant side, that much only you should get in the product side. Okay, now actually balancing, there is one trick of balancing. Now what is the trick of balancing? The trick of balancing is that we have to balance first metals, then non-metals, then oxygen, and after at the last hydrogen. Now here we'll just write first magnesium. How many magnesium is there? Only one. Then comes oxygen. How many? Two. Here reactant magnesium 1, oxygen 1. Okay. Now what to do? Magnesium, there is no need to balance magnesium because it is already balanced. So we will not balance this. Okay. We have to balance just oxygen. So when I multiply this by 2, okay, multiplying RHS by 2. So what we get? We get again here what? Here magnesium becomes 2, oxygen becomes 2. Here, no, again it is not balanced. So what we are going to do? We are again going to multiply magnesium by 2. Okay, multiplying LHS, that means magnesium by 2. So when we multiply again magnesium by 2, so what we got here? 2. So here 2 1 into 2, 2. Here 2 into 1, 2. Here 1 into 2, 2. Now can you see it balanced? Magnesium, here there are 2, here magnesium 2. Oxygen 2 over here, here also oxygen 2. Did you understood this? Okay, we'll just see the next example of balancing the reaction. Okay, so the next example is, okay, so the next example which we are, So in this example, okay, which example I wrote? Sodium hydroxide plus sulfuric acid giving rise to sodium sulfate and water. Now here, first of all, how many sodium metals are there? Here only one. Okay, sulfur 1, oxygen 1, and here 4, so total 5, and hydrogen 1, and here 2, 3. We'll see in the product side. So sodium 2, okay, sulfur 1, oxygen 5, and hydrogen 2. Are they balanced? No. So first what we are going to do, we are going to multiply. See, first we are going to balance the metals. First what we are going to do, we are going to balance the metals. So here sodium will multiply by 2. So this we will multiply by 2. When we multiply this by 2, at that time what we are getting? We are getting here 2. So this is balanced. Okay. So when we balance this, here oxygen, here 2, and here 4. So oxygen becomes what? Oxygen becomes 6. See here 2 and here 4. So it became 6. Here it is 5. So we will multiply this by 2. So here 4 and here 2, 6. So again 4 plus 4 here, and this 2 becomes 6. Okay. Now next. So sodium balanced, oxygen balanced. We'll see sulfur. Sulfur here also 1 and here also 1. So sulfur is balanced. Okay. Now what remains? Hydrogen. So here 2 and 2 hydrogen, and here 2. So here becomes 4. Okay. So here this plus 2 becomes 4 over here. And what about over here? 2 into 2, it becomes 4. Okay. It becomes 4. So now see where all the elements, all the atoms are balanced on. We'll just see. Sodium 2, here also 2. Sulfur here 1, there also 1. Okay. Oxygen here 2 and here 4, 6. Here 4 and there 2, 6. Hydrogen 2 and 2, 4. And here 2 and 2, 4. So here we can see that our reactants and the products, both are what? Both are balanced. Okay. So this is how the balancing is done. First of all, there is one technique of finding first metals, following non-metals, then oxygen, and at the last hydrogen. If you do follow this sequence, this will be very easy for you to balance the reactions. Now, hope so you have understood whatever is taught in today's lecture. Okay. So if you like my channel, if you understood the concept, just follow Visionary Vibes. Keep learning, keep growing. Thank you.